Hi guys, welcome to episode 10 of the podcast.
I was trying not to look at you.
Sorry, we were channeling our inner Enid and Wednesday when they switched roles.
Just to give a bit of context, we just filmed a reel in the gym where we switched roles. And we thought we'd try it for the podcast.
Yeah, Louise fucked after trying to be me for 5
minutes.
minutes.
I'm so drained of energy.
She needs a nap.
I was you for like, 3 minutes?
It's hard work being me.
Fucking hell, man.
It is hard. I don't know why I'm not like a weed, like whip it thin, the amount of energy it comes off.
It was draining, man. Fair play. I've got a whole new respect for you.
I'm not going to lie, I should be doing it. I need way less Botox if I acted like you. Like,
I know, man. See, there's benefits to both.
There's 100% benefits. I'd be so chilled.
I'd love to say it was fun, but...
You're going to be one of these people that live to like 105 because you're so chilled. You're like the Chinese. You're like...
Yeah, and folk will be like, what's your secret?
Yeah.
I'm like, just chill out, man.
You're just zen.
Chill out.
I love that. I'm going to die young with energy. Touch with it. But,
Sorry,
yeah.
Anyway, carry on with the intro.
Welcome back to the podcast. It's good to be me again. Episode 10, and we are covering common client struggles today.
We are covering that, yeah.
Yeah, because we think that's quite a good one that obviously we talk about.
Really? Just to kind of like normalise things.
Yeah.
Like, good idea. Good to come on and just like, well, I'm assuming you've done it. We don't coordinate these very well.
No, we don't.
We just kind of turn up and go.
We just wing it now.
We're really
Before
good
I
at
had
it
an A4 file of like, we're
Mind
talking about
that.
this.
So when we first started, you used to come in with notes. And now we're like,
notes.
what are we doing?
Yeah, now we're
right,
like,
okay. Anyway, I asked my clients.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, their like struggles that they had pre-coming to PT and or coaching and during.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be good to like put them out there because it's funny when somebody said everybody has the same struggles.
Yeah.
I think, right? But like, well, they're very similar. When you hear it, you go, "Oh, really?" Because I don't struggle with that, so I think, "Oh." Like, I understand it.
Oh, yeah.
But then somebody else who's struggling with it thinks they're the only person in the world that's struggling with it. I'm
totally.
like, everybody thinks that.
Oh, and everyone says the exact same thing. This is where the group chat's good. So I've obviously, and you're the same, you've got your own client group chat. Yeah. And it's so good because they put that in there and all the other clients go, I struggle with that, I struggle. And it's good for them to see that it's not just them.
Yeah.
But it is so universal. Like if we done a poll and said, does everyone feel this way? Now and again, everyone would be like, yeah.
Do you have a... Well, let's kick into it. Do you have...
Right, okay.
I mean, I've got all of mine up on my phone. I don't know if
all
you
right.
do. Or
Well,
do just
you
remember
go
yours?
first because I've got a couple, but if you've got...
I've got a lot.
That's good though.
My clients are strugglers. I think for me, there was a common theme running through mine, which is nutrition, is like the biggest one. I think is like struggles is. I always think this, right? So I think this seems really high. I think that people come to coaching. They think they need accountability. The biggest one's I need accountability.
Yeah.
Right? I need like I just need to know what to do in the gym. Blah blah. Right. I think 90% of people need either an education or to build some awareness around nutrition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because most people go to the gym, most people train, most people walk. Yeah. Right? Most people just can't dial in the nutrition.
Yeah.
And you're not, and unfortunately, physique is pretty much, I think, a lot of nutrition. Obviously, you need to train. If you're training to build muscle, that's training, yeah. Losing fat, still need to train because you still want to have that toned look.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But losing fat is nutrition, in my opinion.
I think the biggest thing I've noticed, and you'll probably be the same in this, right? Unless someone's doing a specific goal, like they've got a wedding or they're doing a photo shoot, or what everyone basically wants is to be in shape all year round. So it's almost like they want to build the body that they really like and then maintain it. And we've spoke at this probably in the last podcast. Where people struggle isn't even so much the build and the cut. It's that maintenance period of you can stay here and be happy all year round and like not freak out if you've got a holiday booked next week, or do you know what I mean? So like, I had an interesting chat with a client just recently actually, and her thing was she's like, I just don't want to keep dieting. Like I don't mind building, but then it gets to the point where the push is a bit much, and then I know the diet's coming up, and she's like, I would love to just live in maintenance for a bit. And she's in it now because she's done all the hard work. She is really happy with her physique, and it is just a case of, well, let's sit here. Let's just enjoy. But again, then you've got people that feel they freak out in that because they feel like they should be working towards something.
Some people really don't handle maintenance very well.
Yeah.
Some people just really struggle. They need a goal. And which is fine if you want
absolutely.
that. Like, if not even like. I just think it's really impressive if somebody can maintain a physique that's like year round.
Definitely.
Because it's just so, it just shows that you have great habits. And
absolutely.
despite no matter what life throws at you, you can keep them. And I'm not saying every day because people have shit days. People have shit weeks, shit months. But like, what I'm saying is you can never let it go too far away from you. It's always within like striking distance of you getting it back.
Yeah.
And I think that's more impressive than somebody building muscle or losing fat.
100%. Yeah. Because the thing is, you want them to lock in those habits that's going to keep them looking good, but it also allows them to indulge a wee bit.
Well, that's where the ultimate freedom is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That life of balance that everybody I just want that life. I just want the balance. Like, you need to earn the right to get there. And it's difficult to have balance because it does require more, what the word I'm looking for? Like, you need to be good more often than you're bad. Yeah. Like, and if you're looking at it in those terms, like, you can't have the balance of like going out twice, 3 times a week and just like it's really difficult to do.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I talk a lot with like that whole 80-20%. Like, you need to lock in that 80.
Yeah, and 80% of your year is a lot of your year.
You need to lock in. So yeah, that's probably quite a good one. Just the struggles of trying to find the balance and then being happy with the balance. Because that's my thing. Then we're moving into the territory of if you're at the weight you want to be and say you're in your size 10 jeans and in your head you're like, that's my goal, but you're not happy in that goal, then you need to start looking into, but what's going to make you happy? Like, is it a physical thing or is it something that you need to talk out now? Do you know what I mean? Because this is what I tend to find. I've had clients who I could literally wave a magic wand and give them their dream body and they would go, don't like this bit though. What about this bit? I've got a client now who, she's incredible and she looks phenomenal. She is locked in. She's so good at training. And to a T, I know this girl ticks the boxes and everyone tells her how good she looks, but she'll do this. She'll literally go, but look at this bit. And I'm like, there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like you have to also accept yourself. So learning to like genuinely love yourself a bit.
It's even like looking at somebody who you think looks in great shape. Yeah. Somebody could look at you and go like, I mean, if I could just look like you or whatever, there'd be bits of your body you don't love, right? But,
a million.
Like, just because somebody looks in great shape doesn't mean there's not bits of their body. Because you might be in good shape. There could be us too. And I could be in good shape and then look at you and go, but I just wish I was like you. But you might go, well, I wish I was like you. Or like, but I still don't like that about me. And I'd go, oh, do you not? Like, why do you not like, it's like
100%.
Everybody's living in their own shit. But
yeah. Because let's be honest as well, right? I know my angles. I know when I'm in a picture, especially if it's a bikini top, I'm straightening up, I'm pushing my butt back a wee bit, I'm twisting a wee bit, like, because
everybody's got bits they don't like.
I know my bits. The only person that sees those bits, God love that boy, is Rose. Sorry, Rose.
Even like I actually because I don't weigh myself anymore, I actually sort of gauge my maintenance on like, so see like that lower bit of your stomach now. Like, so whenever I gain body fat, as I have in the past, I gain that bit there. So see when you wear something and that bit, like got that wee bit and you're like, oh, it feels a bit uncomfortable, right? Everybody has it. Right, see, everybody's not got that. You've got organs, right? They're there.
100%,
and we're females, we carry body fat there because we're meant to carry babies. So like, that bit's always going to be there. If it's flat, fucking fair play to you, right? But you know what I mean? Like, I get a wee bit extra fat there. Yeah. That's my gauge of like, I've probably socialising too much. I need to rein in a bit.
Definitely.
but that's fine because I don't feel comfortable in that bit. Yeah. So then if I think I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable, I think, right, rein it in a bit. Yeah. Right. But that's just how that's my parameter. Like,
I laugh at my clients, right? Because see if I'm wearing a tight top, you know it's a good day. If I'm wearing a tight top, I'm feeling like de-bloated. I'm feeling good. If I'm wearing a t-shirt, I'm having a fat day. Yeah. And we laugh about it now because they'll be like, you having a fat day, hen? And I'm like, this bloat is not.
Do you think it's funny as well that you'll wear like, I'll wear like shorts in the gym. I'll always wear like a vest top. Do you know?
No.
I always wear a vest top. Sometimes just wear a sports bra.
Yeah, you look great. Yeah.
Like sometimes, like usually we'll train in a sports bra unless it's the winter. Yeah. right? Seeing a night out, or like if I'm going out somewhere, I'm like,
Yep.
give me layers, man. I'm like, why would I not wear this? Like
This
out
is
with
so
the gym.
crazy. I know.
Like, girls do that, don't
I'm
they?
the opposite.
Oh,
So on a night out, I will wear, like, I'll have the legs out, I'll wear the set, but you ain't seen my arse in a pair of shorts in the gym. Don't know why, but why?
I feel like the gym's a safe space. Like, get your fucking clothes off.
I know, but it's more me. It's definitely a self-conscious thing. Like,
I always find that it's the opposite with girls. Like, they'll wear things in the gym, but they're like, oh, come on, wear this out with the gym.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't know why that is. That's odd, isn't it? I don't know if it's because in my head I'm thinking I'm out and meant to be dressed up. Do you know what it is for me, right? This may resonate with a few people. Me and one of my clients talk about this. So I do have naturally big boobs, right? And I always tend to find, see if you're not someone that, if you weren't born with big boobs, you always think, I wish I had that, and I'd always show them off. And see girls that tend to be born with massive boobs.
Nobody's born with massive boobs, Nikki.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
How odd. Like a wee baby with giant boobs.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're born and that's your genetics. Like, you end up with big boobs, right? You don't tend to get them. Like, I would never wear a sports bra in the gym because in my head, I think people are going to be looking at me like, oh, put them away, Nick.
I
but
get
I
that.
don't think that about other girls.
Yeah.
Like, if I see a girl in a sports bra and shorts, I'm like, damn, like, on yourself. Whereas with me, I'm like, people are going to be like, Nick, put the tatas
Yeah, I can
away.
imagine it would be. I can imagine. I don't have that problem, but I can imagine that would be.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's why I don't just wear a sports bra because I feel
I get
really.
that. Aye.
It's
As
like,
I
see
feel
when I done
like-
my photo shoot, I hated it. Hate it. See when I walked in the gym to do my photo shoot and I was wearing just a sports bra and that, I literally felt like I was naked. I know it sounds ridiculous. Obviously, you walk in and people just look round to see who's coming in, and I was like, oh my God, they're all looking at me. They're all wondering why I'm wearing this, which is so ridiculous.
It looks like a sports bra.
100%, nobody was giving a shit. But in my head, I'm like, Ross, I need to go. Get me out of here.
That's mad.
I know.
Right, okay, let's cover some struggles.
Yes.
Struggles. Okay, I'll obviously read these out anonymously and try and thing them. A big one for me pre-coaching was definitely emotional eating, but not recognising the patterns I was constantly falling into. So that's, for me, I mean, emotional eating for me is the biggest one. And the thing about it is, right, and I don't know if you feel like this with clients, maybe you do. I feel like with clients, and they'll know this because I say it to them, they always try and pin it on something else or go like, I really need to focus on this. And I'm like, why are you... I think I said this in another podcast. I always think about, like, do you know one of the pinball machines, right, where the ball's like ping-ponging about, right?
Yeah.
And they're just trying to avoid the diet. And they're like, oh, but I really need to focus on them. What about that diet? Like, because people don't want to look at it because it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because we're all emotional eaters.
It's also a habit.
Of course it is, but
They've
we're
been
all
that way
brought,
their
we've
full
spoken
life.
about this a million times,
Yeah.
we're all brought up, like, to celebrate with food or to
Course.
commiserate with food or...
Of course.
We're all emotional eaters, right?
Yeah.
How big an emotional eater you are or how much discipline you have over that is different, but
Yeah.
everybody needs to look at their diet. You know, and that's what it comes down to. And, like, I think people want to avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
And it's like you'll get a client that comes on board that's overweight and I'm like, and they'll say the age-old thing, like, don't eat that much.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you have to have an awareness that calories are coming from somewhere.
Aye, of course they are.
So
Yeah.
they're
You're
not
definitely-
coming out of thin air.
I think in their mind they think, but I'm not eating meals. But they're
not eating
probably
that much, of
aye,
course.
I'm
And
not
then
eating
it's an
that
education
much.
either it's an
Yeah.
education where it's like, I didn't realise that was that many calories,
Yep.
or I didn't realise that those calories would push me over so much for the week.
Of course.
Or an emotional eating where it's like there's people do it and they don't realise they're doing it, by the way. Like,
course
people,
they do.
like, look at that study you talked about with that guy with the biscuit. People do it, they've done it for so long that they don't realise they're doing it. But for me, the most common client struggle is nutrition based.
Yep.
Usually emotional eating, for me anyway, when I get people come on board. That was the first one. There's a lot of them. I won't do it all. I mean, I wonder, we'll go back and forth.
Well, another classic example is, like, I had a client recently, we were having a chat, and obviously every day she uploads, as we do our life and Instagram stories, and we were talking about weight wasn't shifting anymore, and I said to her, talk to me, I want you to write a food diary for the week. And then I says to her, where's your coffee? And she goes, what do you mean? Now, I know she likes a latte. And I'm like, you have one of them every day. Do you know how many calories are in a latte? Actually, so I'm going to show you this, right? I do input this. So, because I wanted to look this up, right?
If it's a latte, it's not going to make me feel bad because I don't have lattes.
Yeah. But I enjoy a latte.
Well, if you enjoy it, I
just know my limits with it. In that, this here, how many calories would you say? So that's an oat milk.
Medium oat milk latte.
So it's a medium oat milk latte with sugar-free caramel. So forget the sugar-free, that doesn't matter.
How many calories in a medium, like, oat milk? 200 and something?
215. So if it's a large, and then you've got your syrups in it.
So 300, over 300 with syrups easily, 400 with syrups.
So for a pumpkin spice latte, because what people don't forget is they're going,
the pump.
I'll go a skimmed milk, but I'll get pumpkin spice. That's full of sugar.
I know.
So people don't realise that. So in a large pumpkin spice latte, you're 475 calories. That's a meal.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's little things like that. Like I said, I love a latte. Like I'm like you in the sense that I don't deprive myself, but I also am aware. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I'm having this, I'm not going to have something nice later, because I'm like, no, you've had the latte.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like pick and choose your battles.
Yeah. So it is just about, it's like what you said, it's about having an awareness. Like I said, when I says to her, where's your coffee?
Yeah.
And she went, fuck, is that a lot? Like, Danny, add that in. And I told her. And then I said, so that's 275 calories a day. Add that over 7 days.
I know. That's
your extra. And she was like, shit.
If you think about it, if you're going from your maintenance calories, in an ideal world, you would drop 500 off of that to pull you into a deficit. Mm-hmm. Right? So you could maybe give or take. It's not an exact number, but let's say 500, right? So if you're adding 300 per day in a coffee, you're almost out that deficit already. That'll hold you at maintenance.
Yeah.
Add in all the other wee bits, or because nobody's tracking accurately.
No.
Nobody. So, like, all the other wee bits, or, like, I had 10 grams of that, but I actually had 15 grams, and I had, like, 20 grams of that, I actually had 30 grams, like, had the extra bit of chocolate. Add all that in, you're out the 500.
Oh, 100%.
Right? So, and I'm not saying you have to be a mathematician with your tracking, because you can't be.
No,
but what I'm saying is, like, it's never going to be accurate, right? It's never going to be exact. There's going to be grams over and wee bits and all that. But don't be having a blatant unawareness to the 300 calorie drink you're drinking.
That's exactly
and like,
it is.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
of course it does.
No one should be tracking every single thing that passes their lips. Like, don't be that sad. Like, come on, unless you're going on stage.
See if you're tracking garlic, get in the bin.
Anything like, just be aware though of, right, if I'm going to have that 300 calorie coffee, I'm not going to have that bar of chocolate before I go to my bed.
Exactly.
It's like, just be aware of it. It's not like, because who wants to live like that? I don't want to live.
No, near da. But then that's very different from emotional eating. I'm not saying that's emotional eating, because it's not. No. That's a very different kettle of fish.
On the other scale of emotional eating, this is my issue, which I do think also needs to be touched on. You get people that do eat a lot for emotional eating, and then there's people like me with past disorders where, see when something really bad or stressful happens, I feel sick. Mm-hmm. Completely lose my appetite. So I end up going the opposite way, which isn't good.
No, neither ends of the spectrum are good.
Yeah, so it's almost like I need to be aware of that, because I know when I'm having a stressful day, I'm like, oh, I can't face that food. Like, and then I'll say to myself, no, Nick, let's get a meal in, like, fucking eat something.
That's why you need to be so careful when somebody has lost a lot of weight, and people will say to somebody instinctively, like, you're looking great. That person could have done that by, they've just not ate.
Aye, that's it.
And then that's like oh, that's good. Like,
well, that was always a trigger for me.
Of course, like, so you do need, and I know we live in a world where you need to be careful. I know it's like, what the fuck can you say? But like, it is like being a bit mindful of, like, it isn't good to do either ends of the spectrum. You know, like, I hate that when people are proud. Do you know when people are like, I see these people, and I know a lot of them that wear it like a badge of honour that they don't eat.
Yeah, it's like, not a good. No.
It's like this time when they go, I haven't even eaten all day yet. And I'm like,
it's not impressive.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, mate, slow clap you, like, I don't care.
No.
It's not impressive.
I don't know about you, but I never comment on someone's weight ever. So it's like, I might say to someone, you look amazing.
I would say you're looking good. I would say you look like you've lost weight.
I would never ever say weight temdy.
I would just say you're looking good.
I'd say you're looking great. I would never ever say
weight-wise. Or I sometimes
weight-wise.
jokingly say, like, you're looking like the side of a fiver.
Yeah. You know your audience though, don't you?
I would just say, yeah. I'm not.
Say that to me anytime you want, Louise.
Side of that. Didn't see you there. Okay, another one. Mine would be how to break habits and forget all the things you knew about healthy eating that you hear on social media, slimming classes, etc., and all the fads that are out there, and creating new, healthier habits. So, struggle of just like, I mean, we talked about that in diet culture, but that's essentially breaking diet culture of like, what you think you know about healthy eating. That was in brackets or in quotation marks because it's not healthy eating, but that's just years of unpicking.
Definitely, yeah.
Massive struggle though, because we coach similar clientele, females like from a certain age, like we're very similar niche, the two of us, like we coach the same kind of person.
Yeah.
Well, I think we do anyway.
No, we do, yeah.
And a lot of them come from that warped sense of diet culture of like, you know, don't eat a banana and fucking like don't eat bread and you know, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, because my thing is, and I drill this into my girls, like there's no such thing as bad food. Whether it be pizza, whether it be a banana, whether it be salad, like to me, if you look at food as good and bad, that's pure toxic. So it's like, I had a client the other day who messaged me saying, I've totally fucked it. I ended up eating like crisps and dip tonight and having like a glass of wine and and it was like mega self-deprecating, like pure guilt. And I'm like, calm down. It's literally crisps, it's not cocaine. Like, it's just food.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And the only difference is it's just not congruent to your goal. It's just food. Nothing bad's going to come of it. But why did that happen? And we would talk about that. So I'd say, so what happened? Like what? Because she mentioned in the message, I was really stressed. It was just all this going on. And it was kind of like, well, listen, don't freak out over what you've ate. Like I said, it's just food. But let's talk about what triggered you to go there rather than do something else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's about learning that.
Of course.
I think is big rather than just try to change habits of when I'm stressed, I'm going to go here or I could go here and managing that.
And it takes, a common client struggle would be that it takes you to do the wrong thing a lot of times before you do the right thing.
100%.
And even once you start doing the right thing, you'll still go back and do the wrong thing. Like we've all done it.
You just notice that the slips happen less.
Yeah, and you do, for me personally, because if MD ever asks how I would navigate it or maybe why I don't do it as often, I just think that when I'm feeling down, I don't see why I would do something that's going to make me feel even more down.
Yeah, I get that.
So but that's like having a bit of like foresight and having a bit of like, I can live for tomorrow when I'm going to feel like a bag of shit for doing this, so I can be like, don't do it. And that's quite difficult to do.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't understand. It's difficult for my brain to understand, and this is why I find this hard with coaching. And I talk about this to clients because I do find it hard. I'm not going to pretend I'm great at it. To understand why somebody, when they're feeling down, would do something to make them feel
further
even more down.
Yeah.
And I understand that in the moment it's comfort and it's safe and it's like what they know and it's like I'm going to do that behaviour because that feels safe to me and I like it and in the moment it makes me feel X, Y and Z.
Yeah.
I understand that's why they do it. I just can't live in the brain of, but what about tomorrow?
Yeah.
When you feel like a bag of shit for it. Do you know what I mean? Because you know you will.
Yeah.
So I struggle with that, but I do understand why people do it. It's just difficult to...
It's definitely a hard one because it's almost like, you know, like you said, you know why they're doing it because they want that endorphin hit. They want to feel good.
It's just some people it's a safety blanket. It's just what they know.
Of course it is.
It's like, I know this and I'm safe here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And a lot of people are afraid to step out the comfort zone and like try something different because they almost think, but what if it doesn't work? It's like, well, the chocolate and that's still going to be there.
Of course, you can always go back to it. And like people that are bigger, like you said this in a podcast before, like and live in a bigger body. Some people are happy there and fine. That's good for them.
Of
but
course,
some people aren't, and you're like you said it. Like, do you think they really want to be there? Of course they don't. Like they don't want to be there, but it's also safe to be there.
Aye.
So I've had clients and still do have clients that really, really struggle to lose body. They've got a lot of body weight to lose, that struggle to lose it, and you would think on paper that's so easy for you to lose that because you've got a lot to lose. But it's safe for them to be there because, like, whether that be that they're safe in their relationship or they're safe in whatever, whatever it is for them, they're safe there. Yeah. So as much as they do want to change, and I'll come to that, it's a big one, I'll come to in a second. The next one I'll come to is kind of ties into that. But it's safer for them to be in that bigger body than it is for them to take the risk of, like,
doing something different,
which could change a lot of things in their life, relationships, people that they're close to. You know, I understand it.
Yeah, but it's almost tied into that people stay in comfort zones, and it's like even people in their job that say, I want to do this, and it's like, well, why don't you do it? Because what if it doesn't work? What if, and they what if literally all over themselves, and you're kind of like, but then you're never going to be happy. Like if you don't take the risk, if you don't, it is just staying in that comfort zone. It's like, See, for me, my worst nightmare, aside from like dying young, and I want to see my kids grow up, but if someone had to say to me, how do you know you've lived a good life? I want to look back in my life and go, I'm good. I took the risks that I wanted to take. There's nothing I didn't try. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have any regrets that way. Whereas I think you're literally going to be here one time. What's the worst that's going to happen if you don't just take the risk? Like, imagine, I say to my clients that struggle with things like you just spoke about, and I'll say, but imagine if you just did this and it all worked out. Like, imagine if you went down the route of, I'm not going to turn to that, I'm going to turn to this. I'm going to do more self-improvement stuff. I'm going to do, like, what would your life look like if you did that? It's almost a bit like CBT training I like to do with my clients, where it's like, I want you to write down what your higher self would look like. So say her name was Paula. Don't coach her, Paula, right? So say Paula comes to me and she's really struggling. I'll say to her, right, what does Paula look like in your head? Like, what does your higher self Paula look like? Well, what does she do? What kind of life does she live? And she'll say, Paula's pretty much in shape all year round, like enjoys, trains 80% of the time, works out 80%, like eats well 80% of the time, enjoys the 20%. Paula's doing a job she enjoys. Paula is someone that is a gym goer. Paula is, and I'll say, right, but see that, Paula? Does the blueprint of your life right now match that, Paula? And 9 times out of 10, they go, no. And I'm like, right, so that's like saying you want to be an architect, but you're studying to be a plumber. It doesn't make sense. Like, you have to start living that kind of life you want to be to become that person. Otherwise, you're never going to be happy. But that's why people are unhappy, because they don't. Everyone has a vision of what they want their life to be like. And if you're not living that life, you're unhappy. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But it does take me very nicely on to the next one.
Yeah.
Which is, so I don't want to say play devil's advocate, because I can't be arsed with that saying. But so this is a really, really, really big one, right? So this person said, for me, I think it's been a complete lack of belief that it's possible. So the bias I've had is that I will always be overweight. So I can't actually visualise what I'm working towards or believe it's possible. And then you know that, so we all know that you create what you believe, don't you?
Yeah,
if you believe
absolutely.
whatever you believe you'll create, you'll make that happen. So if you can't ever believe that you're ever going to be anything more than overweight, anything other than overweight. So this is a really big one. I'm going to fucking do the thing that I do on every single podcast and fucking plug this. I should work for Mark and Jen at this point, right? Because the amount I plug this fucking built to coach, right, is like, I should. You'd think I was an employee.
Royalties.
I should be getting royalties, man.
Yeah, you should.
I'll just keep saying the name of the course.
You should, yeah.
Anyway, this is a big one on that course, right? And it opened my eyes to that a lot of like being like. I think it was Jen that was talking about it a lot, because she was that, or potentially was still at that point, that person where she was like, some people don't believe they'll actually, so you're saying like that, like have this vision of like, where do you want to be?
Yeah.
And some people don't actually believe they'll ever change. They don't believe that that's possible. So if I've got a client who's 140 kilo, right? And I'm telling her like, but you could live like this and you could live like that. She has no, like, she's like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's never going to be me. I'm never going to be like that. So, and it's hard to get somebody to start acting like the person they want to be when they don't believe they can be anything other than the person that they are. Yeah.
So see, in my head, right, I've got a wee bit of experience for this, just from the podcast where I pretty much sobbed.
Well, you did.
I remember...
You did pretty much.
Bald miser.
I liked it. My favourite one.
I remember, and I spoke about this being at the absolute depths of despair, right? And genuinely just not wanting to be here and being like, I cannot get out of this. Like, I remember this feeling of, I cannot get out of this. Like, I don't know there's nobody that can help me. Everyone that I've spoken to, like, I cannot get out of this, right? And I remember just feeling like, this is never ending. It was the same thing. I couldn't imagine a life not doing this, because what you need to remember, see with someone with an eating disorder as well, right? It's like alcoholics or drug addicts. You don't need alcohol to live. You don't need drugs to live. You need food to live.
Yeah.
So I just remember thinking, how am I going to do this? It's the thing that I need, that I'm most terrified of, that's an addiction, how am I going to overcome this? Like, I just could not.
No, you can't let go cold turkey food.
couldn't see my way out of it. And I just remember thinking, like, I just don't want to be here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got people coming at me, saying to me, like, you need to get better. And I was like, I know, but I do not know how to do this. I can't vision it. I can't. And then it sounds so cheesy, right? I remember sitting down and just saying to myself, I can't see where I'm going, but I'm just going to do a day at a time. And I'm just going to, and this is, we spoke about this before, this is how I live my life now, right? And all I say to myself is, Nick, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm just going to do a day at a time, an hour at a time, a minute at a time, and I'm going to give 100% to that, right? And I always had this image of, it sounds really cheesy, right? You're looking at a staircase, right? You don't jump from there to there and get the result. It's almost like one step at a time. And I just remember putting faith in something and going, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if this is going to work, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get better, and I don't know what my life's going to end up like. Because in my head, I thought, no one's ever going to want to be with me. I'm totally falling to bits. Like, my hair was falling out, my teeth were got, like, everything was just shit. And I remember thinking, I just need to do a day at a time and do my best. And that was it. And I remember looking at it as though it's like a staircase and saying, Nick, see if you just give 100% one step at a time, you'll end up there somewhere. And it's going to be way better than here. And I just had faith in that. And that's what I did. I just said, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. But I will give 100% of this process just to get upstairs. And then see when I'm up there, it's going to be a fucking shitload better than down here. Because I was literally like in the pan.
And I'd imagine the main driver there or main help there would have been therapy. Because that would have been... absolutely. You'd have probably...
And I had incredible supportive family, like incredible, and friends. Like the minute everyone knew, it was almost like everyone rallied. But you need to talk about it. And that's what I say to people. I'm like, don't try to be a hero and shut it in and pretend life isn't shit, because I talk about it for now. Like, see if I'm stressed or upset, like, I'll either like chew the ear off of you or I'll be like, Ross, or like, I am a huge advocate for talking it out, because you start to realise that it's not that bad. And you've actually got way more support than you realise. And I think that's one thing I love about our job, because I've got so many clients that will leave and go, fucking needed that today. You've made me feel so much better. I feel like I can think clearly again, because they just need to get it out with someone. But yeah, the whole therapy thing for me was the best thing. But that's the one thing that stuck with me forever. Like, I do have goals in life, but I'm also very much like, Nick, just do your best a day at a time.
I think what you said there's like a good point. I feel like that, like, and I seen somebody make a reel about it the other day and it was dead funny, right? But it's like, nobody does know what they're doing, right? So even if like you're looking at somebody going, I wish I had my shit together like them or like that. Nobody knows what they're doing. Right?
No.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time, right? The reel was this guy, right? And he was like at the top of he was coming down like a hill, right?
Yeah.
But it was like loads of grass and it was like in a woods, right? Can you imagine coming down a steep hill in the woods, but you can't see it? And like, so there's like divots everywhere and like big drops. And like, he was holding a mic and he was like stumbling about and he was like, like, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. And he was like, the point is that if you don't like where you're going, just do something else, because nobody knows what you're fucking doing anyway. You don't know what you're doing, and nobody else knows. He's like, so see if it's not going the way you want it to go, fucking try something else, because like nobody else knows what they're doing.
But and it's so funny because I saw another one, right, and it was this guy, and it's so true. And he basically said, anyone have those days where, he goes, put it this way, I woke up thinking I looked pretty good this morning, and then when I got in the gym and saw myself in the mirror, I thought, oh no mate, you look shite. He goes, and then this guy came up to me and went, you look really good mate. He goes, and then I thought, fucking right, I look good. He goes, and then an even bigger guy walked in and I'm back to feeling shite again. He goes, and then I'm going, fucking hate my tattoos. He goes, and then some guy goes like that to me, I really like your tattoos mate. And then he went, I actually do like my tattoos. And it was like that, and we all do that.
I know.
Like, we're all just trying to get by. It's like, even the people you think have got their shit together, they'll be having like behind the scene moments.
Of course.
Like,
that's why I like being a bit like shown when you fuck up or when things are like. I love, see, whenever I make content with like whoever it is, if it's Hamza or Rachel, whatever, and like they give you a bloopers, like it's my best bit.
Oh, I love a blooper.
Because I'm like, I like the whole like, I'm shite at this. Like, even a lot of the main thing I've learned recently, and especially in business, is like, nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody that got there kind of got there by accident, or kind of half knowing what they're doing, half not knowing what they're doing. But like, it's better to try and put yourself out there, because you said something earlier on about nothing good happens when you're comfortable, blah, blah.
No.
But we have to admit that even though health and fitness for us is comfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, because we know it and we live it every day. So to us, this is really comfortable. So like, even though we are saying you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone, we are living in comfort a lot of the time because even though we are pushing ourselves to train, eat, whatever, it's still comfortable to us.
But we've done the work.
Yeah, we have.
In the beginning, we couldn't be fucked with on that.
But it's still important for us, I think, to do things that are... So for a lot of stuff I do, like just now, like with business or content, is very uncomfortable for me.
Of course.
But like, I'll be like, oh, I need to do it because like, sometimes like I'm very much like, I'm not putting it out unless it's not good enough, it's not perfect. Like even like putting a story on my Instagram, I'm like, oh, is that photo a bit shit? And I'm like, get over yourself, man.
100%,
I
know.
I won't put things out because they're not brilliant. And then I'm like, nobody cares.
I know.
Like, fucking put it out.
Yeah.
Or like offering something. Like, remember we did that female day in the gym?
Yeah.
I remember being like, oh, like nobody's got to come to this. Like, but then you're like, well, fuck it. We need to try it.
100%.
Like, you don't try it.
Just stay where you are then.
I like exactly.
Just remain as you are.
So like, as much like, as like nobody knows what they're doing, but and you're right, like you do need to push out your comfort zone. But I think we do need to admit as coaches that a lot of us do push. Like, you know, you need to live in the discomfort life, but a lot of us don't always live in that much discomfort. I'm not saying you don't, and I don't, but a lot of coaches will push that narrative of like, you need nothing grows in the comfort zone. But I'm like, but you're quite comfortable. Like, what are you doing that's uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me going to the gym for you is uncomfortable? Are you trying to tell me hitting your macros is uncomfortable? Of course it's not.
Yeah.
Like, what's uncomfortable for you?
But then, do you know what I've also found, and I'll probably get hate for this, like, see a lot of these coaches that are putting out there how great their life is and how easy it is for them. Bullshit. Then behind the scenes, I'm like, no, it isn't. Like, you're like, they'll talk to you, and I'm like, so everything you've put out there isn't... Like, see if there's one thing about me and you, right? And I think this is... One of my clients said this and I was well chuffed, and she goes, do you know what I love about watching you and Lou, Nick? See the way you talk on the podcast, you're like that in the gym. I am an open book. Like, if you ask me something, I will give you a fucking honest answer. Like, I'm happy to say I have fucking struggled. I've worked my arse off. Do you know what I mean? I'm still learning. I've no fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm all over the shop. I'm a bit ditzy sometimes. Like, I'm more than happy to admit that. Like, I don't need to pretend that I'm this perfect coach I'm good at what I do because of everything I've been through to get here. Like, I've gone through it, but even failing as a coach sometimes has made me a better coach as well. Like, the struggles with that and asking Ross advice or asking you advice or doing mentoring, like, this is why we do it. And I think people that really struggle with their diet and stuff should never be ashamed of being like, I fucking struggle. Like, I absolutely do. And they probably think, but you won't get it. And it's like, but how do you know if you don't open up?
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll say to my guys all the time, there's nothing you can say to me that I've never heard or done, or I'm not here to judge you at all. Like, I can only help you if I know it's kind of going on.
Yeah, you need to build that trust with somebody, don't you? Because you can't, like, somebody's not going to be like, day dot, like, here's all my emotional eating struggles. Like, they're going to be like, I'm not telling her, don't I? Yeah,
100%. It's just about building that rapport. And I think for them, like, I just want to give them all a cuddle sometimes because you can see that there's no confidence there. And that's my big thing. I want to build a confidence in them that they can do these things. Because a lot of them are, like what you said, they're so down and just can't see the top of the stairs. Yeah. If we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to carry on or do you want to do anything?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. You've
definitely got more than me.
Navigating all the nonsense online to find out what actually works from a nutrition and training perspective, so you don't waste your time and energy on stuff that's never going to work. I mean, that's my coaching ethos, is basically, I'm going to save you time and energy so you don't have to waste it on figuring out the shit that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really common one, is like, I suppose, just like information overload.
Yeah, totally.
Of just being like, that Eddie Abu, is that his name? It was like Eddie Abu, is that his name?
I know that name.
The guy that basically fucking only eats like 6 eggs a day, and like he's like holding up like a bagel and being like, this is shit, like you can't eat this, and like,
oh, does he? Oh, look at my, I don't think I know
the
this
guy. The guy, you'll know him if you see him. Fucking viral. Anyway, that created a lot of confusion. What creates confusion is somebody coming online in really good nick
Yeah.
and saying, this is what I do and have always done to look like this.
Yeah.
And scientifically, this is what works and you should do the same. And then people start to go, but they do look good. And if that is what they do, should they? And there's so many studies as well. Like, see when people go, this study says this, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of studies.
There's
but
a lot of
a lot of
studies.
shit studies as well. Like, just
Yeah.
because a study said something doesn't, they could have like studied 5 folk.
Yeah,
Like,
and is it relevant to today as well?
like a study
studies
for
change.
1921. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, like, but there, people like try and back it with science, and
Yeah.
there is a lot of like the one for me, the biggest one for me is like somebody's in really good nick who does something silly training wise and says like, this is what you should do to get a really big arse, right? And it's a lassie who's just got a naturally big arse anyway, right? But she does things that are a bit silly, right?
Yeah.
Or 25 rep sets, whatever it may be, right? And then somebody goes, but it's worked for her. And I'm like, I mean, you're right, it has worked for her.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. Like, but it might not work for you
100%.
because it's really not the right thing to do.
Plus, is that your body frame? Is that yeah?
You know, you get these people who like do. I'll use Claire as an example. Claire, one of my clients, Claire, who came to me in good nick, right?
Yeah.
And she used to train like 5-6 sets, like 15, 20 reps, right? Really lightweight, right? But brilliant physique, okay?
Aye.
And then folk go, well, why don't I just do that then? And I'm like, well, aye, you could do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you couldn't, but you're not got the same genetic makeup as her.
100%.
And you might not respond like she responds. And she might just have her genetics might be that her family, you know, were fucking swimmers and like,
Totally.
you know, they're small and they've
Yeah.
got small muscle bellies. And I'm like, it's just not the same. So,
Well, it's a bit like me and you. Like, I'm obsessed with Lou's backside. She's got a great bum.
I mean,
You and I lift roughly the same. We train together doing legs. Why does my arse not look like your arse?
you've got a good arse.
It's not as good as yours, though.
A lot of my arse is fat, though. I do carry a lot of fat in my arse.
I would like the fat back there, please. Like,
Well,
do you know what I'm saying, though? But
I
theoretically,
didn't train glutes.
why is that not the same?
The whole time I coached with Ross was what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Didn't do any glutes.
Like, I've been training way longer than you.
That's
Why am
a
I
prime
not sitting here
that is
like
a prime
J-Lo?
example, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I didn't train glutes for 5 years.
Yeah.
But everything I did for quads, fuck all quads,
Yeah.
all went to the glutes.
Whereas I've got quads.
I'm doing like the most quad exercises, leg extensions that are weirdly growing my glutes. Like, how's that possible?
Should we switch a bit? Maybe we should change each other's plan. We'll just...
Yeah, we should. But yeah, you're right. Like, you're right. I could just go. I could put out a glute program. I've not trained glutes for 5 years and go, this is what I did to grow my glutes.
100%.
Did I fuck?
Yeah.
I just genetically happened to have glutes.
Yeah, it's like I had a girl who, this was years and years ago, and I'll never forget this. It was when the whole Victoria Beckham stick thin look was in.
Did that not come back for a while recently? Or is it back?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm actually really proud of her because she's openly admitted she's got an eating disorder.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah,
it was
she's
amazing.
openly said,
I really like her actually.
hats
I've
off
always
to
had a
her.
lot of respect for her.
I'm so happy she's done that because see the amount of girls that thought that's natural. Like, I had a girl come to me who was probably on like the heavier side. She's not built like that. She's got big boobs, big bum, tiny waist, looked incredible. But she's like, that's what I will look like. And I'm like, you're going to make your deathbed to look like that. Like, it is knowing your body frame and almost being like realistic about it
Like,
and
I'm
not
never
getting
gonna
down
look
about
that
it. Like, you can't change your genetic makeup.
Yeah.
Like, you could if you're like, if you want to get massive, take steroids and all that. But
I mean, you can work fucking
yeah,
hard to
you
look
can work
to like get. If you get no quads, you can work your arse off to get them in. But
absolutely.
you know,
Yeah,
it might take you 7 years,
might-
and they might be all right.
it's a lot of time. Yeah, but it's almost just about getting. I like to set expectations with people because when they say I want to look like this, and I'm like, but you're not built like that. It's like me saying I want to look like this, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to be a Victoria's Secret model because I'm not straight up and down.
Yeah, no,
It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's like being realistic.
Yeah, like you need.
Yeah. Right. I've still got a few left, by the way.
Go for
You're
it.
right. I think for me during coaching, the pressures of people checking in. So as soon as people hear you're starting any sort of weight loss journey, it's almost like they gain a pass to pass comments on your body or ask how much weight you've lost. Never really thought about that.
I've never actually thought about that either, but it does
quite a
make
good
sense.
one of people being
Yeah.
like, just like passing comment on it because they know you're doing it. I suppose that's quite
Passive aggressive, shall we say?
or just like just leave me alone. Don't know.
I get that. That would annoy me, I suppose.
And then another one from the same person before coaching. I think just the fear of the unknown, starting coaching in the gym in general. And the thought of sending weekly pictures in my underwear made me want to
that's
curl up into a ball.
massive one.
So whenever I do
one.
I don't know if you do this, but see when I do consultations with folk, I'll do like the full consultation call, blah blah, and then like at the end they're like, right, cool, any more questions? Blah. I'm like, no, can I build up a report? And I go, oh, by the way, you will need to do check-in. Because see, by that point they're sold, right? So I'm like, on by the way, because see if I said at the start, so you'll do like a weekly check-in photo, folk would be like, see you later.
But is that not? Surely everyone now knows roughly. Like even
most
people that don't
people
coach
do.
realise like, oh, I'm going to need to get these
most
pictures
people
done.
do, but I do understand that. I mean, I don't make it awkward because if I make it awkward and make it like a big thing, the person's going to make it like a big thing. But it is a big thing
it's
for
a huge
folk.
thing. I've got a client now that I'm constantly chasing her for them. I'm like, pictures, and do you know what kills me? She looks.
I don't do somebody's checking. If I don't send it.
She looks outstanding now, right? So she's never been heavy and like that, but she had never lifted weights before, right? So see, even now, her biggest regret, and she says this, she goes, oh, I wish I had my first picture at home, my current picture. And I'm like,
I know. I don't have starting photos when I started, and I'm annoyed about it.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. And it's like this check-in pictures aren't just because we're pervy. I'm like,
do you ever get it and folk go, oh God, like, and I'm so sorry about the jumpers over my couch, and I'm like, the what?
There's a jumper over your couch?
Oh my God, did you see that bruise on my thigh? And I'm like, what? Did I see the bruise in your thigh? I've got fucking 20 check-ins to do the day, Jing. I'm looking at the bruise in your thigh.
Yeah, but a lot of them do, but they are so important, guys, because, like I said, they help you as well, because see when sometimes you're in the trenches and you can't see it because you see yourself all the time, we just pull up the two pictures side by side, and the amount of times I've done that and a client's going, oh my God, that's a massive difference. And I'm like, you're on your route. Like, you're doing amazing. You see you all the time, so you can't see it.
Yeah. I get that's a big one, though. Some people are very like, oh my God. Like, I've still got clients, like, they've been with me for like 2 years that are like, oh, they fucking photos, man. And I'm like, just send them, man. They still send them, but they're like, oh, I hate doing it. I
say to my guys, I'm like, see if you hate it that much, take the pictures, send them, and delete them off your phone. Just delete them instantly so you're not looking at them.
I know. Yeah. Okay, right. That's remarkable. I think I've got 3 more to go. Well, one was like, they called it gym anxiety. Can't even say that word. Starting on your gym after being a member of another one.
That's quite a good word. I like that.
Like, just basically just coming in that. So that client had been a member of a different gym for over 10 years and then started with me and joined Urban's and left that gym. And when you've been a member of one gym for like your life, I suppose that's a big deal. Oh. Like just changing gyms. Yeah. But understand as well, like, see whenever we've went to like an Ultraflex or whatever, right? You walk in, even we're like that. What the fuck is that? Well,
when Ross was competing there, he said to me, look, when I'm getting sprayed, do you just want to go to the gym? And I was like, aye, all right. And I was like a wee lost lamb. I walked in and was like, oh. And again, you do the whole, look at all these big people, because it's natural. Like, see if you're on a machine and someone walks in the door, everyone looks at you. It's not because they're they just,
I know.
And you're very much like...
Well, see the day that guy brought in the glute builder to Irvin's, right? And he set it up. Nobody was here. And he's like, I need somebody to set this up, sign it, whatever. And I was like, I'll do it. And then he just went, okay, so and he just dead quickly went, so that moves that. And then he went, okay, do you want to sign that then? And then he left, and I was like, oh my God, how the fuck do you work that? I stood for like, I filmed myself just for a laugh, but it must have taken me 30 minutes to figure out, and I kept getting on it and off it and on it and off it and moving things, being like, nope, that doesn't work. That new true squat, the other day when I did 2 sets on it, I filmed both sets, right? And it was a pure heavyweight, right? And I fucking like got in, belted myself up, got in, and I was like, now the way you go, like, the way you did with the hip press, right? And I was like,
the brace.
And I braced, went down, didn't take the stoppers off, and I was like, you fucking idiot, man. I did it 2 times in a row, and I filmed it, and cause you're facing out to the gym, everybody's looking at you.
Everyone's looking at you.
And 2 times I was like...
And it's a new bit of kit, so
and I was like, fucking
you.
idiot, man. And then I had to take the stopper off, and I was like, oh my God, like, nobody knows what they're doing.
They don't. It's like you said, remember we went to Ultraflex down south, me and you, and we were like, I feel like I need an induction to this gym. We have no fucking clue how this kit works.
And Ultraflex is the same as it. Well,
you're spending time going like this.
They all look, it looks like this. I know.
What? So, guys, we're all the exact same, but people, you'd need to be a bit of a prick to see someone looking around a bit of kit and going, they've no idea at the dent. Like, who actually thinks like that?
No, it doesn't.
I have never in my life looked at someone come in and walk around a gym and be like, no clue what they're doing. Like, who... I don't know anyone that thinks that, but I think a lot of people that don't train think gym people think like that.
Yeah,
and
probably.
we really don't at all.
Yeah, probably do.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, the last one's got a lot, but I'll do this one first.
Okay.
How to deal with family members whose old school diet mentality is no exercise, minimal eating, and then they criticise you for eating more. Like, how can you be losing weight and eating all that? That's quite common.
It's very common.
And it's a pure mohang to say, isn't it? Like, or
Yeah.
a fucking wee bitter mohang to say, like, how are you losing weight and eating all that? Because it's a jealousy thing, because they're like, people are always jealous of somebody who can do something they can't.
Yeah.
So,
and
like,
if they don't understand it.
They don't understand it. So if your mum, her whole life is lost weight by not exercising and never going near a gym, but just starving herself, right? Like binging and restricting, then you come in and eat like a meal, and you're always eating meals, but you're losing weight. She's going to be like, what?
Yeah, I used to laugh at this, right, because that was something my mum used to do. Then she did get into weight training, but my mum's thing was, and it makes me laugh this day thinking about it, she'd be like, I'm on a diet, and it'd be like 1,300 calories, and she's like, I do work out, I do yoga, and I'm like,
God. I mean, yoga can be hard.
I bet. Is she really like...
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
She's not her panning in the gym, do you know what I mean? And it was always the same thing, and I'd always let mum...
I take a lot of pride in, like, see if I'm dieting, and then like I'm constantly turning up places with food.
Yeah.
I take pride in it, and people and being like, yeah, that's me eating again. Now, like, David's dad, he'll never watch this, so it's fine. He's always like saying to me and David, like, are you eating again?
Oh yeah,
are you eating again? And I'm like,
my dad says
and I look in bad shape.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be different if I was giant and you'd be like, are you eating again? And I'd be like, yeah. Like,
see the amount of people that commented on my stories in Paris and was like, how are you fucking still eating? I was like, because I'm living my best life, my eat, pray, love life.
like just,
they would all say that, all you done was eat, Nick. And I'm like, yeah.
I think it's a flex if you are, like, if you're managing to, if you've got weight to lose and you're losing it, but you're eating a lot, it's a flex, man.
Aye.
Like, fucking,
I fucking love food.
I like, go for it, man. Like,
yeah.
Who doesn't want to? If I said to anybody in the world, right, I'll get you to lose 10 kilo and you'll eat the most food you've ever eaten in your life, they'll be like, sign me up, man.
Yeah. Because I laugh, because my best friend that I was there with, she's just not a big eater. She's just not food focused at all. So it was like, I'd be like, oh, I want to try this and I want to try that, and oh my God. And we'd go out for dinner and stuff, and she'd be like, I'm not getting a starter. And I'm like, why are you not getting a starter? And she'd be like, oh, I'm all right. I'm just like, so. And she would actually laugh and say to me, like, how do you eat that much food? Do you not feel sick? And I'm like, I could keep eating. She's like that. Seriously? And I'm like, oh. Like,
mind that day me and you went out?
Oh, that was
that
a great
after
day.
our photo shoots?
That was after our photo shoots.
And we went out for like a day of eating. What did we get again?
So we went and got burgers.
To Amsterdam.
We went to Amsterdam and we get burgers.
Not actual Amsterdam.
No. That would have been
we flew to Amsterdam and got a burger. We went to a place called the Amsterdam in Glasgow and got burgers.
We get burgers, chips.
Did we get a starter or no?
We did get a starter. Can't remember what it was.
Oh, we got like whatever picky starters, burgers, chips.
Yeah.
Then we went
left there and went to the dessert place.
We went to a dessert place and got that cookie dough thing.
Aye, we did.
With like all the sauce on it and that, like the skillet things.
Yeah.
Then we went to Tantrum Donuts and got donuts.
We did. And then we get donuts.
Was that it? We were only out for like 2 hours.
Aye, it was a lot though. It was like big portions.
Was that all 8? I feel like we ate something else.
I feel like we did get something else, but did we not get ice cream as well?
Remember, we came home and Ross was like, you fucking fat bastards, man. Like, getting, and I was like, don't be fucking jealous, Ross. I know you ate like bags of cookies after your photo shoot.
100%.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, we love it. Like, Ross will laugh and say to me, like, he goes, yeah, Nick's not one of those birds that goes out and orders the salads. Like, I am literally like, what sides are we getting, Ross?
Each. Not
see, every time me and Ross go out for dinner, right? Ask him, right? We're going to ask him this next time he's on the podcast, right? Every single time, without fail, me and Ross go out for dinner and see me order food, the waiter or waitress will always say to us, do you know that's a lot of food? And I'm like,
shut up, please.
Away, take your judginess away and eat it. And they always come back and go, you're fair play. And I'm like, Ross, we are being pure food shamed.
By the way, are we mentioning that Christmas podcast?
Yes.
Yeah. Just before we do this, the other one, we're going to do a. So next week, we'll say this at the end. But next week we're having. We'll just Tanya. Tanya's coming on next week. Who's my client who had brain surgery. Whoever, if you didn't watch that podcast, then go back. She's coming on because she had a second brain surgery.
Yeah.
She's going to come on and talk about that. And then we're going to do a Christmas episode where we're going to do me, Nick, Ross and David are going to come on as guests. And we're going to do like a...
like Mr. and Mrs.
We're going to do the Mr. and Mrs. quiz, but we're also just going to do some daft Christmassy stuff. And we're just going to do general, like, their perspective on stuff and what it's like living with each other and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be quite funny.
It'll be really fun.
But it'll be a long one.
I don't know what David would say about you. I just imagine Ross coming in and roasting the life out of me, whereas David's probably going to be quite nice about you.
David will be nice, aye. David will just be...
I'm going to have a word with him. I'm going to be like, David, come on.
I think he'll
tell
be nice.
Tell me something really annoying that she does.
Oh, he'll tell you annoying things that I do, but...
Ross will roast the life out of me. He'll be here with his list. Like, she does this, she does that, she does this.
Big notepad.
Yeah.
Do you want to cover any? Because I've got one more.
So,
and I feel like you've not really covered any.
To be fair, a lot of mine are in the same vicinity. So
yeah, they
will
will
repeat yourself.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? Like,
here is a really good one. So I've got a client who works away all the time. Mm-hmm. She's really kind of high up in like a marketing job. And she's always in places like Africa, like all those kind of countries. And she was saying about how do you get to navigate that kind of thing? Because the food is so different. Like, she can get chicken and stuff, but she finds that really difficult to go away. And a lot of the time, it's dinners with business partners and stuff like that every night. And it's like, there is buffets and stuff like that. And it's more how to navigate getting your goal when you're here for 2 weeks, away for a week, here for 3 weeks, away for 2. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's almost like, with me and her, how we've navigated it is... I basically said, right, gym-wise, when you're away, if there's never a good gym, there's always some kind of basic gym that has like some set of cables, dumbbells, all that kind of crap, leg extension maybe. A lot of them maybe don't even have a leg press. So she's got an away workout program, which is pretty much she's raping her panning just because, like, goblet squat, all that kind of thing to kind of favour that. And we also speak a lot about diet in the sense of just being mindful because she can't track and all that. She's not going away and like the chicken's cooked in oils and like all that kind of jazz. And it's more about like you're probably the same. I always say to my guys, look, be mindful, like pick your protein, healthier carb, veg if you're wanting to be good. Not that she's good all the time. I wouldn't expect her to, but to kind of still get a result, it's about being mindful. Because so many people say to me, but when I'm away, I can't track. And I'm like, see, when I'm away, I don't track. But you could drop me anywhere in the world and I can look at food and go, right, that's...
But that's education and awareness, though.
Definitely,
That's like everybody's version of being mindful. I'm always wary when I say to a client, be mindful, because everybody's version of being mindful is very different,
we break this shit down. Yeah.
Because, like, if you're... I mean, very big spectrum of what being mindful is to somebody. Yeah, some person's mindful could be having 7 pints instead of 10. Yeah, like, you know, so it's like education and awareness is like the biggest thing. I'm sure that you guys have built in, because if you have no education around food, how can you make mindful choices? Yeah,
and that's the thing. So we spend a good bit of time kind of talking about all that. And I'll even say to her, look, see if you're really struggling, send me the pictures, send me what's there, and we can kind of navigate it together. But it is a sin for her because she works so hard. And even when she's here, there's never a session missed. She's always in the ball, and then she goes away and it'll kind of throw her off. But she's also got like IBS, so sometimes it upsets her tummy and stuff like that as well, which then throws a spanner in the works because a lot of the food sheets, maybe it's like chicken or beef and it's dead oily or it's dead. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we kind of talk about navigating all that stuff a lot. But yeah, like what you said, mindful to me is like, I would say, the better option. So if you're going out for dinner, always pick like the kind of protein source, and then like ideally potatoes better than pasta in it. Yeah. All that kind of thing, veg. And if she wants something, I'm like, but see if you want something, like if you want to have whatever you want for dinner, keep your breakfast and lunch cleaner kind of thing. So it's more just about knowledge with all that.
Doing that well requires like really a high level of just really like self-awareness, trusting yourself. Like Definitely. It takes a lot of time to be good at that. I mean, even I would struggle with that.
Definitely.
But you really have to be good at like dropping the control, because you have no control there at all. So it's like if you're a control freak and you're like, oh, but this, but that, like, you know, you're not going to get fucking anywhere. You're going to have to like drop that. But that would be difficult.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's definitely difficult.
Yeah, education and awareness, I think, probably is the biggest ones there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that takes a long time to build.
Yeah, but this, guys, is like, if you're someone that's doing that and you feel like you're just constantly on the hamster wheel, not getting a result, this is where a coach is going to be massively helpful, because we will help you like navigate that stuff and give you the education to kind of make the better choices yourself. Because, for example, I had a friend who went on holiday, she gained her weight, and she was like, but Nick, I was dead mindful and I was eating well, and I was like, what were you eating? And she goes like, I was eating sushi. And I'm like, how much sushi and what kind of sushi? And it was like salmon, avocado with sriracha, with all this. And I'm like, I get that's healthy, very fucking fattening. Like, you know yourself, smoked salmon, avocado, rice,
like
and it's the
meal,
sticky rice.
kind of stuff.
So it's like, it's about education that way as well. Like, we could talk about this all day. So what I would say is, if you're someone that lives that kind of life, get yourself a coach, because the education you'll get just to help yourself get there is like second to none. Yeah. Hit us up.
Plug.
Right,
I'll go. The last one that I've got is so this one was from my sister. So
okay.
So just a bit of context. Actually, so this is a struggle, right? For me, it's probably all around food.
Okay.
Eating as few calories as possible, then rewarding myself with food at the weekend because I deserve it. Emotional eating, stress eating, binge eating, knowing the cycle but never really been able to break it. And believing that it's only food that can actually bring me happiness. So that, if that resonates with you, right, this is just happens to be this is a bit of a plug, right? But that's my sister Sarah, right? So she won't mind me saying it, because we're gonna do she was one of my first ever clients.
She looks incredible.
She looks really good.
Oh my God,
she's looking great now, right? So she's coached with me for 6 years, right?
Wow,
long time.
Yeah.
And she's about to potentially leave next year, right? So it's taken her 6 years to get to where she is just now, right? It's a long time.
I've got clients like that, that I've had for
long time.
Yeah.
And this is her just breaking that cycle of like weekend eating, like binge eating at the weekend, not really having an awareness of that, how the weekends are keeping her stuck. Yeah. So I've asked her to come on and do every month in my coaching, we do like a webinar on like a different topic.
Yeah.
Or we do one with my cousin who's like a CBT therapist who comes on and does like coaching with us. So I've asked Sarah to come on and do one, and I'm actually going to open it to the public, so not just my clients.
Amazing.
And we're calling it the 6 year sprint, right? And it's
I
like,
love that.
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so
and
cool.
it's how it's taken her 6 years, right? Really, she's done it in the last year.
Yeah.
But it's taken her 6 years to do what she should have been able to do in a year.
Yeah.
Because it's taken her that long to get out the cycle of weekend eating, binge eating, feeling like food's your only pal. Like, and it's so common, isn't it? Like and basically I want her to come on and talk about what clicked for her, what made how it changed in her mind.
Love that.
So her thing was that she never actually, because it was always wee bits at the weekend, like half a cake, a packet of crisps. Because she was never like a takeaway, a big thing. She was like, it can't be that bad. Like I only had half a cake. But actually she had half a cake plus 2 packets of crisps plus 6 digestives plus a bit of granola plus, and it's like that fucking adds up. But she was convinced in her mind that was fine.
So do you know what someone said to me? And I don't know if this is kind of right. I had someone say this to me, and it kind of made sense. If this clicks with you, please let us know. Same kind of thing. I had a client who would nitpick but was never dropping weight. If then she was starting to gain weight, and then she would say, but I'm literally eating like that much of my kid's meal. Like, it's just nitpicking what's left over. And it's almost in their head, they feel like, because I'm not full or because it's not filling a slot, if that makes sense.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Doesn't exist. And it's like, but it's still calories. But they're thinking, no, but it's not like big meals. It's not like I'm full. And I'm like, you'd be better eating a big meal and filling yourself than little bits that add up. Because in their head, they think, I just had that and I don't feel it. It's like, it's not there. And it's like, well, it is.
That's the most common thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, so she, like, I think that's super common. Like, it's the awareness of like that is keeping you stuck.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if that's your cycle of like the weekend, like, and you'll have these triggers, and then like, you know, you'll kind of overeat, like even if it's like one night, like a Saturday night. But so I remember, so Sarah said to me, like, she used to she only thought she was ever full if she felt sick.
Stuffed. Aye.
So she was like, if I don't feel like ill, I'm not full.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's a terrible mindset to be in. That like, And you're almost like sitting chasing that feeling of like, like
being full,
and then like it's like, right, that's me, I'm done. And then it would do it again the next night, and then it would be like, right, no, enough's enough. I'm going to be good Monday through to Thursday, and then Friday it was like
repeat the cycling
back in. You know what I mean, and it will keep you stuck, but that's fine if you're going to. The thing we, and we'll talk about this more when we do the webinar, but I would always say to her every week, because if she ever lost any weight or whatever and she had weight to lose, I'd be like, anything going on? She'd be like, nah, my week's been fine. And I'd be like, there must be something. No.
Did she used to do that, Lou, when you were younger?
No.
Do you know? Or she didn't?
Not when we were younger, no.
So it's almost, because that's weird, because you tend to find that people that do that, it was the whole clear your plate thing, and it was the whole...
No, because we grew up in the same household.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm wondering if you ever recognised that in her when she was younger and ate like hers more than... No.
A lot of hers is tied to like self-worth and stuff like that. Like a lot of like, I think just as she got older, like things like that started to happen in her life. But no, the biggest thing through the coaching was that she would never admit it. And I knew it was going on. And it's, you see, when it's your family, it's harder. Don't ever coach your family. But like you can, if it's a client, you can push a bit. When it's your family, you're like,
because it's personal.
Of course it is. I'm not going to lose my sister.
That's why I never spoke to my family. Right, they do with my issues.
So like they're just like, and she was always like, I just thought I'll be fine next week. I'll deal with it next week. I'll be better next week. I won't do it next week, and then that never happened.
It's the same as people that buy in hundreds of shit and go, I'm going to eat all this, and then when it's gone, it's gone. And it's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But in their head, they think, I'll eat it to the point that I'm stuffed, I feel sick, and then it's gone, and then I won't buy in anymore. And then they repeat the same cycle.
Yeah. It's so common. Like this is why like I said at the start, the nutrition, the eating, the emotional eating, it's the biggest common struggle, I would say.
Yeah, of course it is.
Even with people who are in really good shape. I mean, I've been in really good shape with a terrible relationship with food.
Yeah,
like fucking,
absolutely.
I remember, I've probably said this before in the podcast, but I remember not long after the photo shoot, went out for dinner. And I was like being dead good, dead sensible. Came home, David went to bed, and it was just after Easter, and I ate 2 full-size Easter eggs with all the stuff that was inside them. And then there was other chocolate bars in the cupboard, and I ate like 2 twirls out the cupboard, and I was like, I am going to be physically sick, man. And I remember in my check-in with Ross just being like, I just was like, lay it out, man. I ate this, and I was like, what is wrong with me, man?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
It's so good you're saying that, because I'm going to guess every person listening to this has done some form of that.
Of course.
In some way. Like, I've certainly done it.
I had no control over it at all, man. And I was like so like on the ball, and then I would just be like, fuck it, like way off the scale, man.
Yeah, of course.
This is just like, but that's just, I think everybody's had something.
Aye. And here's the thing, like, see with you with that, it's not even like you need to read too much into that. Obviously, you were coming off the back of your photo shoot.
I've just starved myself for ages.
100%. And it's one of those things where you acknowledged it, and you were like, I did it. Fucking screw the rut, Lou.
And I tell you something, right? And this is why what I always bang on to clients about is like, see, as horrible as it is to put it on paper, because you do still fear judgment to some degree, right? Even if you know your coach and you know they're not going to, you still feel shamed, you still feel that, you still feel the next thing, right? I tell you something, see the weight that comes off your shoulders by just vocalising it.
Absolutely.
It is just like, it's worth it in itself alone just to clear it off your plate.
Yeah.
Get that, even if you're not going to tell somebody, write it down, because to get it out your head and off your shoulders is like really like, right, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's off my chest a little bit, and you're not holding this. See, every time you do that, but you don't tell anybody and you keep it in, it's like a weight. And it just like bogs you down, man.
Yeah.
And you're carrying that weight about all the time. And see if you just take it off and just tell somebody, and they're like, cool, okay.
Yeah.
Like, let's...
Because here's the thing, you tend to find that we worry about people judging us, but they really don't. That's the thing. Like, see, if anything, the person judging you the most is yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're ashamed. Like, if someone came to me, like you telling me that story, I'm not sitting here going, oh, Lou, you fat bitch, how dare you? Do you know what I mean? But I guarantee you at the time you'd have been like, I'm not telling Nikki I've just done that.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, because you're thinking that I'm going to think a certain way, but it's not. It's how you feel about yourself in that moment.
Of course.
And that's what a lot of this issue is with people. They can't look into themselves and go, here's what I'm doing. I need help to stop doing this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Any more you want to go over, or do you want to? I feel like that's been
that
quite
was
long.
kind of covered. Well, a lot of yours pretty much covered a lot of mine.
Can you hear my stomach? No.
Is that your stomach?
I really need to start eating before this podcast. I have ate,
So
by the way, I'm not one of
chat.
the folk, but I'm just like, I'm due to eat.
I I love Easter eggs. Why does the chocolate taste so much better? See, the egg, the best bit. Why? Just
Don't know,
chocolate.
it's a round shape, innit?
Is that what it is?
It's
It's where you break it
circular
up, it's
shape.
thick and chunky.
Good, man. Nothing worse than a pure flimsy egg, eh?
Do you know what I
Like
had
a
the other
thin
day?
chocolate egg.
And I have not had one of these in years. And it was my dad that gave me. It was in his car. Typical man. Wait, I tell you the chocolate. What was the chocolate? Take a guess.
In your dad's car.
In my dad's car. Go on. Okay, I guess.
Mars bar.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yorkie.
I love a Yorkie.
Oh,
It's like the best chocolate bar.
it was the...
Was it a plain one or the raisin and biscuit?
No, it was just the plain
Oh,
one.
see the raisin and biscuit, the purple
Is that
one?
really good?
They've got a brownie one out there now as well.
It was
Biscuit and
literally
brownie.
like driving home, for the airport after
Best
Paris.
chocolate bar.
As though I've not ate enough. And my dad's like, do you want a Yorkie? And I'm like, of course I do.
Get the raisin and biscuit one, man, honestly.
See that big
200
thick,
and odd
chunky?
calories for a raisin and York. I mean,
But
well
it's worth it, man. So worth
Well
it.
good.
Big, thick chocolate.
Oh, it's the best. That's why I used to love it when I was younger, and I used to think, you just get your money's worth out of that, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
It's satisfying.
aye.
Aye.
Mind you, they're small now.
I know, what's that? Well,
They
not
used
in,
to be
not in the
massive.
Spar. In the Spar, you're getting this size
big
of bar.
one.
And I'm like, well, there we go.
Do you mind the slogan was not for girls?
What the fuck was that all about?
I remember that. This is a
Your
swear,
David
hands,
could not handle that chocolate bar.
hands down, swear to God. We used to, as a golf, and back in the day, I used to go into Glasgow and walk about Glasgow with all my fellow goths. And we used to go up to Sainsbury's at the top of Buchanan Street.
Okay.
And I remember, swear to God, got a Yorkie, went to the till, and it was a young guy at the till, obviously
Aw.
a fellow goth, and he went, "Can I sell you that?" And I went,
Shut up.
"What?" I thought I'd put down alcohol or something. I went,
Yeah.
"What?" And he went, "Not for girls." And I was like, "Oh, I'm wanting the ground to swallow
You're
me
a
whole, man." I was like, "Wow, man." I think I just stood there like, right, put it through her.
Listen, if there's anything us chicks can handle, it's chocolate.
I was
Let's
like,
be honest.
Mate,
You're pros at this shit. What are you?
terrible, man.
Aye.
Terrible. Anyway, Yorkie.
Anyway.
Yorkie's top tier for me, number
Oh,
one, I think.
love a Yorkie.
That's number one for
I
me.
so enjoyed it after that, honestly.
I hate a Mars bar. Shit.
I don't mind a Mars bar. Like, I don't like a Milky Way.
Oh, it's the worst. That is the worst. A Milky Way is the worst.
I think it's just,
There's nothing. It's like,
right, see the celebrations box, right?
get them in the bin.
Right, everyone in the celebrations box always leaves the Bounty. I'd eat the Bounty before I'd eat a freaking Twix or a Milky
We're
Way.
the same page here. Right, Bounty. I hate Bounties, right? I'm just not in it.
But would you eat that over the Milky Way? No.
I don't
I
know.
don't mind a
I'd
Bounty.
leave them out. No,
I wouldn't go out
I wouldn't
my
eat
way
a
to
big
buy a
Bounty.
Bounty. But no, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go out my way.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you know when this is disgusting? Do you know, like now you get like dry skin that's shaved off of somebody's feet? Imagine you compacted it into a bar and then put chocolate around it. That's a Bounty.
That is a Bounty. That's some funky
Stinking.
feet.
See the texture out of order.
That is, aye, now that you've said that.
Right, hate Bounties. Bounty, like you see that celebration thing, Bounties in the bin. Milky Way in the bin.
Yeah, I don't like a Milky Way. either.
Mars bar. Twix the same in the
Twix,
bin.
horrendous.
Aye. Obviously the best one is the Malteser one.
And the Galaxy Truffle.
But I hate Maltesers. You know that, anyway.
hate
I know,
Maltesers,
shit.
I know. I love a
The Malteser because it's compact with bits, and
Yeah.
the Galaxy Truffle one. Normal Galaxy.
I love a normal Galaxy.
Nah,
I think Galaxy is the best chocolate in the world.
no.
You're going to say Lindt, aren't you?
Lint's well better, aye. Do you not
It's a
like
bit.
Lindt?
No, I do. But
Do you know what's the best?
it's
See
a
the
bit sickening.
seashells? You don't like them, do you? They,
no, I
the
do. I
seashell
love
things?
Nutella. Yeah. Aye, they're good. Wait,
Phenomenal.
have we not had this chat before
I
and
think
you
so,
says
aye.
you didn't like Nutella?
I don't really like Nutella, no. I wouldn't buy a jar of Nutella.
I just don't because I would eat it. Like, see
Nah,
if it was in
I
there.
don't get the hype, to be honest with you.
I like a Nutella.
Never had a jar of Nutella in my house.
Do you know
in
what
my
gives
life.
me the ick though? Like, I do not know why. See if I bought a jar of Nutella, I'm eating it with a spoon. Like, see people that put that shit in bread, I'm like, why
Nutella on bread?
Well, aye, because that's what it's a spread, isn't
Aye.
it? Why are you putting it in bread?
Why?
I did just think that's mine.
Like chocolate bread? I think that's weird as well.
Oh, that to me is like
Like a chocolate Do you know what? When I was younger, my gran, this maybe I swear I hate Nutella. I used to go to my gran's after school every day and she always made me a Nutella sandwich. And see when you're a kid, right, that's
Aye.
amazing, right?
Aye, of
But
course.
see after like year 2,
aye.
I can think about it now and I used
Aye,
to go in and think,
on
I'm going to
bread.
have to eat this fucking Nutella sandwich and it made me feel so sick, man. I was like, I can't eat that.
Like, no, that to me is just. And then, do you know what I was thinking? People say they put it in toast, and I'm like, do you add butter or marge first?
No, come on.
Well, I don't know. That's
Nobody
what I'm
puts
asking.
butter on with Nutella.
Well, I don't know.
No, Nikki,
That's
come on.
what I'm wondering.
No.
Like, there's just no.
Nah, I'm not a Nutella fan.
I do like Nutella. I would eat Nutella, like I said, out the jar.
I
with
would
a
eat
spoon.
it. Like, I don't hate Nutella. I'm not a psycho, but
and
like,
I'd
I
put
would.
it on things like dessert things. But see, this whole adding it to bread, that's not acceptable behaviour.
Well, we're fitness folks, so any spread we buy just goes on oats, let's be honest.
That's true.
Doesn't go on bread, just goes on oats.
I do love peanut butter and toast with banana though.
I wouldn't put the banana on, but yeah, I do love
My
peanut
kids
butter
have
and
that
toast.
every morning.
Oh,
But they have butter,
peanut
butter,
banana.
smashed banana, and see me and Ross were like that.
I'd get a bit of cinnamon in that.
I could stick my face in that. Watch my kids eat it, they're like, and I'm like that.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal.
Oh, so good. So good.
Okay, right, I'm really hungry now.
I know, I'm
need
going
to go and
to
eat some oats.
I'm going to get ahead of yourself.
Okay, thank you very much for watching. Well, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching. Or listening, whatever you're doing. As always, this should be a good one. Give us your biggest takeaway for this
Please.
week's podcast episode. What is your biggest struggle? Do you resonate with any of the other ones? Sure, I'm sure that you do. Next week we're going to have Tanya on. She's going to be talking about, she's early 20s, had 2 brain surgeries. So pretty fucking big deal. If you haven't watched that episode, I've said this before, but it's the first one I did before me and Nikki started this.
Yep.
It's on the channel. If you go back to the very first episode, that's her story, but she'll cover it again next week.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
so excited to have her on.
not long after that, we're also having Jen on.
I can't wait to have Jen on.
Jen's coming on to do an episode with us, and then the boys are coming on.
And then the boys are coming on.
So I'll go.
It's so I'll go. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching as always.